What if your most trusted piece of advice is only half the truth, and the other half could destroy your career? We're taught that being irreplaceable is the ultimate goal, that if we just put our heads down, master our craft, and outwork everyone, our value will be recognized. But there's a hidden danger in that approach, a trap that's cost people their jobs and their peace of mind. Let me tell you a story about a man who learned this the hard way. His name was Leo, and for a decade he worked under a brilliant, seasoned foreman. On his mentor's last day, he was given a single, powerful rule: make yourself the best. So indispensable that this place couldn't function without you. Leo took those words to heart. He became a silent master of his domain. While others socialized and sought promotions, he honed his skills to a razor's edge. He knew every machine, every process, every nuance. He would stay late when everyone had gone home, tracing the hum of the machinery until he could diagnose a fault by sound alone. He would study manuals until the schematics appeared behind his eyelids when he closed his eyes. His identity became intertwined with his competence, a quiet ghost in the factory's machine. And yet, years later, he watched less talented colleagues rise past him. Men who laughed louder, who played office politics, who seemed to be masters of visibility rather than mechanics. His pay stayed stagnant. The recognition never came. A quiet resentment began to simmer within him, a feeling that the world's reward system was fundamentally broken. Confused and disheartened, he visited his retired teacher in a small, sun-dappled cottage on the outskirts of town. The air smelled of old wood and polish. After hearing the frustration pour out of Leo, the old foreman sipped his tea, his eyes clouded with memory. He gave a simple, puzzling instruction: take a day off. Let the place feel your absence. Not a planned vacation, mind you. A sudden, unexplained gap let them wonder. The next day, chaos projects stalled at critical junctions. A complex calibration on the main assembly line failed, and no one could remember the sequence Leo performed by muscle memory. A delivery of specialized parts arrived, and only Leo knew the precise storage protocol to prevent degradation. Problems no one else could solve piled up like unsorted scrap. The manager, phone glued to his ear, face flushed with a panic he couldn't manage, finally saw the truth. He called Leo into the office the following morning, his voice uncharacteristically warm. He was given a promotion, a new title, and a significant raise. The manager's hand on his shoulder felt like a coronation. It worked. The lesson seemed clear, brilliantly simple. To be valued, you must sometimes disappear. Your worth is only noticed in the void you leave behind. It was a revelation that felt like power. For the first time, Leo felt in control of his own narrative. So Leo began to use this new power, this lever he had discovered. Whenever he felt overlooked before a major project assignment, or sensed his contributions were being absorbed into a team effort without credit, he'd vanish for a day. A sudden migraine, a family emergency. The excuses were plausible, and the pattern to him was strategic. And each time he'd return to concessions, apologies, and better terms. A bonus here, a more flexible schedule there. It became his secret weapon, a game he believed he was mastering. He started to see every interaction as a transaction, every relationship as a calculation of perceived value. The pure love for his craft became tinged with this new manipulative satisfaction. But then something shocking happened. The air in the office had grown cold in a way he hadn't noticed. He arrived at work one morning, humming slightly, ready to leverage his latest absence into a discussion about lead project role. He swiped his access card at the side gate. A harsh red light denied. He tried again, confusion knotting his stomach. A security guard he barely knew approached, his expression neutral. "You need to come with me, sir." He was escorted to the manager's office, not as an employee, but as a visitor. On the desk was a plain folder. He was handed a severance package calculated to the last penny. His company laptop and phone were already accounted for. The manager's eyes wouldn't meet his. The words were formal, final. He was fired, replaced. The new hire, he was tersely informed, was already being trained. A young, eager technician known for his consistent reliability and collaborative spirit. Devastated and betrayed, the world tilting on its axis, he rushed back to his mentor's cottage. The peaceful setting now felt like a mockery. "I did exactly what you taught me," he cried, the words tearing from his throat. "I made them see my value. I forced them to acknowledge what I was worth." The old man listened, his face a landscape of quiet sorrow, then shook his head with deep regret. "My friend," he said softly, placing a gnarled hand on the table between them, "you learned the first lesson. but you missed the second, more crucial one. You heard the note, but not the chord. Yes, the mentor continued, his gaze steady. A light that never flickers is taken for granted. People walk by it for years, assuming it will always be there, illuminating their path without a thought. They only notice its essential role when it goes dark, when they stumble in the sudden blackness. But, he said, leaning forward, his voice dropping to a grave whisper, a light that constantly goes out, that plunges the corridor into uncertainty again and again, will be replaced by one that doesn't. However bright it may be in its moments of shining, it becomes a source of anxiety, not assurance. People will eventually choose a weaker, steadier glow over a brilliant, unpredictable one. Reliability is a form of respect you give to others, and in return it becomes your bedrock. The revelation hit Leo like a physical blow, winding him. He sat down heavily. He hadn't proven his reliability. He had weaponized his absence. He thought he was teaching them a lesson, but he had become the lesson, a case study in volatility. He became a problem to be solved, an unpredictable variable in the factory's equation, not an asset to be cherished. He had traded the deep, enduring trust that comes from steadfastness for the cheap, fleeting thrill of tactical fear. This applies far beyond the factory floor, into the very fabric of our lives. Think about your own life. Do you ever take the constant, reliable people in your world for granted? Your family, your loyal friends who always answer the call? We often do. Their steady light is our normal, the background radiation of our security. We save our drama for strangers and our demands for those who love us most, forgetting that their constancy is a choice, not an obligation. We only perceive the profound depth of that light on the day it might, or does, go out, leaving us in a chilling loneliness we never anticipated. But this isn't a call to stage dramatic exits to prove your love or your worth. It's a call for balance, for enlightened presence. You must cultivate deep skill and quiet confidence, your inherent light. This is your non-negotiable foundation. But you must also ensure that light shines consistently and cooperatively. It must be a beacon, not a strobe. Your value should be felt in your presence, in the daily undramatic excellence and support you provide, not just in the panic of your absence. You must be seen not as a solitary genius who might vanish, but as the keystone in the arch, integral and dependable. Your true worth is not a weapon to be wielded in conflict, but a foundation to be built upon in collaboration. So work with wisdom. Be so good they can't ignore you, but be so reliable they never think of replacing you. Let your skill command respect and your consistency command trust. Find that balance. It is the quiet, unsung space where real respect is earned and true legacy is built. Not in the fireworks of confrontation, but in the enduring glow of trusted presence. If this perspective shifted something for you, offered a new lens on your efforts and relationships, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. It truly helps this channel, My Stories TV, grow and reach others navigating similar lessons. Thanks for watching.